Hello, what's up? Today, I want to talk about an animation. So, let's learn together, shall we? Animation comes from the word to animate, which means to make it is alive and moving. Animation is a film that comes from images that are processed in such a way as to become an image that moving and tell a story. The animation begins the discovery of a mural in Egyptian grave and is followed by the discovery of a drawing on a pottery bowl from Shahr-i Shokhta, Iran, but are considered to the beginning of animation. Moving animation is marked by the discovery of a tool called Zoetrope-type, Phenakistoscope, Praxinoscope and Flip were animate devices in the early 19th century. Film cartoon production has been an industry since 1910, which is at the first time this cartoon film was watched in the theater with live music accompaniment. The technique of making cartoon film at that time used cells that were drawn and colored manually. The first color cartoon is a short series from Silly Symphony by the title Flowers and Strees by Walt Disney, while for the first long film is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs by Walt Disney. Slowly, the cell animation left out since the discovery of a computer animation production system in 1990. Animation film, the more developing with emergence 3 dimensions of animation. The first long 3 dimensions of animation is Toy Story, which uses computer-type CGI or computer-generated imagery by Pixar, which is released by Walt Disney. The first long CGI animation film featuring photorealistic CGI human characters is Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. The first 3 dimensions of animation film that was using Blender software is Elephant's Dream. If a live-action film has actors as players in a story, then the animation film has characters, and the animator makes the characters and their animation so that they become an animation film. Character design will be made suitable by the traits, personality, and identity, with the story being made. There are several types of characters based on their styles. Type of character with scale and expression are extremely cartoons, contradicting reality, and to be exaggerated. This type will personify the animal with characteristics that are approaching any kind of animal. For example, in Kung Fu Panda film, which all the characters are animals in a story setting like human life. For locally made animation, there is large show film which characters are flies, ants, and fleas. Besides of human and animal characters, there are also style of food, flowers, and other inanimate objects. For examples are SpongeBob SquarePants, Bia vs Geplak, Pempek Family, and On-Com or On Communication. Anatomical construction is a way for making a character that is without wearing clothes. Drawing a model without wearing clothes will greatly simple into the next stage, that is finding suitable outfit for the characters. Rotation is a way for making a character so that it can be seen 360 degrees. In this case, we need to make 8 frames. The image is an image in a sequence of animation consisting of pose to pose. Between the pose, there are 2 until 3 key images, which is usually called in between. The key image is usually more extreme, which is then more breakdown image. For make it easier to make the image in between and is helpful so that the animation is perfect as expected. Making key and in between can be divided into 2. Creating a working animation, it should be an attention to the height of the head will be in the form of the image of the foot when stepping, tread, tiptoe, float, reveal heels, and tread on the ground. Creating a running animation, it should be an attention that either the height of the head will be in form of an arc. There is also a part where both of feet, foot, and do not touch the ground. For the run cycle, the number of frames needed shouldn't be too much. Need to remember that the more frames image means the motion is slowly. Animator must understand and be able to apply the basic principles of animation. There are 12 basic principles of animation well discovered by Walt Disney animator. Its names are Ollie Johnson and Frank Thomas. In a book by the title is The Illusion of Life, Disney Animation. 12 basic principles of animation can also be applied to the creation of 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions. This principle will give the impression of the image that is flexible, but at the same time has the weight of object and volume. The logic of this principle is that even though the shape of the character object change, the volume and weight of the body do not change. Therefore, audience can feel that these characters are the same characters. These principles are also very useful when making lips and facial expression. This principle relates to the main of animation that is ready to be accepted by the audience, that is animation to square before the action occurs. This principle is most commonly used in films and shows which intend to attract the attention of the audience as well as explain what the scene is going on, including action, reaction, attitude, personality, and mood. Other than that, to make a successful scene, make it a habit to make a simple but striking concept of tagging and also maximize the use of the background to strengthen the atmosphere. Track ahead action is an image of the initial frame to the final frame so that it shows a series of animation with a very clear intent and purpose, while pose-to-pose is a series of images that have been carefully planned with the presence of several key drawings so that change in volume, size, and proportion will be more well planned. So strike ahead action and pose-to-pose made by the key animator so that will be make it easier for an in-betweener to work on in-session tasks that are more focused and well planned. This principle will make the animation feel more natural. Follow through to in a way that doesn't stop at the same time. Overlapping action occurs when the drawing parts of the body as if they are dragged when the body moves in another way. So the concept of time is very important in including a convincing and natural animation follow through and overlapping action. By making regular animation, an animator will be able to feel good result and know where the animation trouble. The animation of the human body aren't linear or flat. In every animation must be a speed or slowdown when will stop. Slowly and slowed will make the animation feel more natural and realistic, especially at the beginning and in the end of animation. Animate motion on sequence of points, which is points are parts of arc create a impression very natural animation. This animation will more an enrich animation that is additional animation that serve to strengthen and emphasize, so that more lively impression in animation. Timing is a calculation of time incorporated from total of set in animation frame image. If the set wrong timing to make the animation show will be wrong too. In principle, the more frames animation will be slowly, and the most frame of animation will be faster, so that the audience knows the action is happening. The details of the animation such as shaking, angry or sad expressions will be clearly seen by the audience if the animation are exaggerated. In animation which is exaggerated, it purpose to show the actual conditions as in more extreme. Even though at the beginning of learning animation still use 2 dimensions, but you have to image the shape of the characters in 3 dimensions. So when drawing the characters, try to look flat but have shape, volume, and the others. Appeal means having a soul radiates just by looking at the character of the design. Every character, both of the evil or kind characters, should have an appeal. Design character is very appealing, which means that can immediately read the nature of the design character only from the sketch image. Perspective background design that are commonly used 1 or 2 vanishing points to make it easier to depict the background with the correct dimensions and a good sense of depth according to the rule of the background, where use vanishing points is required when extreme scenes from below level in the ground or a view from underwater. Lip sync can be interpreted as an animation alignment of lips and speech to an animation character. Lip sync will adjust the mouth opening of the character with pronunciation of the on and off letters. Recording and voiceover are basically the same, that is recording sound, but both of it have difference. Recording is the process of recording using a simple device, usually using a microphone on a laptop and intended as an indie animation. Voiceover is a recording process carried out in a recording studio that requires several people to operate sound recording equipment. Voiceover is usually to record the sound of animation TV series and commercial to get clear and the best quality. Composting is a step in the production process combining background and animation character. The end result is a cut part of the scenes that reserved to the storyboard. The placement and size of the character must be adjusted to the layout that has been made with the actual size. The duration is adjusted to the animatic, including the placement of voiceover, so that composting can be done quickly. Editing is a work process carried out by a video creator. The work includes cutting, combining, give more effect and others, so that it can be a film that can be enjoyed well. Burning is process of transferring different data on a computer via a CD or DVD drive. But in the burning process, you don't just copy and burn. You need an application to do it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. So don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like this video.